Go.
Where you at? I'm hearing some whispers that I'm gonna need to Mr. Valentino.
All I'm gonna say is you're 0-1, big dog. You're 0-1.
What happened?
Where you at?
Blondies.
Right. I'm at Tattoo. Right. What's that for?
I'm cooking, finna I?
Right, I mean, I've just told Steve. So he pulls us to. He sees come to me house. So pop over for a cup. We'll have a chat. I'm not gonna lie. I sort of saw this coming for a bit now. Basically, doesn't feel like he fits. Has no direction. He's leaving to do his own thing. Now I feel like he's pretty much done this to himself. Cause like you and Steve knows more what he gets into than I do. But I sort of had a little idea. He told us some things. DJ, Denzel, but everyone else didn't. And every time he'd be like, he'd do his little cloak and dagger act in front of everyone. I feel like for him, that just created a divide between him and 75% of the gang. And they just didn't f with him. I wouldn't say they didn't f with him, but they just weren't that arsed about him. So like, he didn't really get brought into the clique. He was part of the high command clique, if you want to call anything. But he just didn't click with the rest of the gang. Cause a divide. He just sort of got left on his own because he left everything that he built, or lost it all, shall I say. He just lost his purpose. And because he's with us, it's going to be very hard for him to get in any other circles.
Oh, I'm gonna have to cave his head in, aren't I?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean cave his head in?
What do you mean? What do I mean? I ain't heard about this, and he's off already. He's my vouch.
Yeah, he said he tried to speak to you yesterday, and you off to a race.
No, I did.
What do you mean?
Well, that doesn't mean leave the gang, does it?
I think he wanted to speak to you about leaving. I'm not gonna lie, everyone saw this from a mile away.
I'm still caving his head in, John.
Well, but think about it, right? Before he joined, he was pretty good to us. Even when he was in the gang, he was good to us. Everything he did. Like, don't get us wrong. He's in a tough spot now, but he's the type of guy. He's a Dell boy. Once he gets his head down, and he's on his
dead boy. That's what he is.
Hey, what happens if he gets a mag BP back and you it for us?
Think I give a shit about that?
We've got no friends. No one likes us. You're killing one of our only friends.
When have we ever cared about people liking us, John?
We don't, but nowhere. It's me son.
I understand you've got a personal attachment to this man. But this man you've got a personal attachment to was vouched into this gang by me, the creator of the gang, and then decided that because I was busy, one time he tried to contact me, he would then go through with the procedure of leaving the gang without speaking to me once about this. He's getting his head caved in.
When you put it like that, I can sort of see it. But yeah, that's for you to handle. Not gonna lie, we're gonna have to clean house on these vouchers. And Stiffy's trying to see a Simon's on by a thread. Simon's hanging on for the pure fact that he's Irish. If there's anyone else, he'd be gone. Kane, I've already told Kane he's off. Boris is off.
Is he actually left?
Who? Yeah.
He told you, right, I've left the gang. I'm done.
He's like, I'm leaving.
He didn't say I'm gonna speak to SK and leave. He just said I'm gone. I've left already.
No, he was telling me because he tried to speak to you, but you off to a little race, little night race, didn't you? Abandoned your duties. So he's come to me, told me. He's probably gonna have a conversation if he sees you.
Oh my god. All right, say no more. I'm keeping the apron on.
Now, there is another thing.
Me, man. He's not around, is he?
No, it's not. This was last night.
What's the other thing?
He was asking when he's gonna get his 1.5 mil.
So how you want? He wants to do this, not speak to me about it, and now he wants me to pad his pocket.
Listen, if you don't pay him, we did get a very cheap frogger. A steal almost.
So I'm gonna speak to him. Depending on how he handles the situation, we'll determine whether he gets his money back.
Sounds good.
I can't believe that old bastard just done that. I can't believe that. You know, it's just this. I'm sick and tired of this shit. You know, you know who else I fought heavy for? Johnny Paps. I put that on. Look what I got in my inbox today. You ready?
Yeah.
I got in my inbox. Have a look at that contract. You get that?
Doesn't even spell release right. Full release. He wanted. Did you hear about what he did with Junior? What he got me, Jim, and that to do to Junior?
Yes.
One thing I will say, right? He's up here, but up until this point, Johnny Paps has actually been pretty solid.
Johnny Paps was the best thing I've found until this. You know what is crazy? You know this whole master bollocks he's talking about? There is no such thing as masters. There has never been masters in the business of music in this city. If you release music on a label, the label doesn't own your masters because no one owns masters because it's not to that level of specification. It's like way more surface level than that. So he's made a contract and is supposedly trying to threaten me with a contract so he can get his masters back, but these masters are a figment of his imagination. So when I see him, I'm killing him as well.
Well, do you know that the contract he was trying to get Junior to sign was also a figment of his imagination because it wasn't actually a real thing?
Yes, I'm telling you. The two people that I put on heavy, I'm gonna have to do them both in.
Johnny Pops, definitely. See, well, give Brandon just give him, let him explain himself. Now,
I'm gonna let him explain himself from 30,000 feet in his own helicopter. That's where I'm gonna let him explain himself.
I could see him through. Well, he wants to go and start his own thing called the Valentino Crime Syndicate.
Oh, here we go.
He wants you to be a part of it.
Ah, he can suck my nuts.
Yeah,
This
but no,
before.
that's that. I just think like I don't know. He's lost his purpose. He's lost his. Actually, there's another one of yours.
What radio are we on?
Oh, we can't class Clive as one as mine. He's offspring,
Night
but
Race.
he's not a vouch. Yeah, see, he learned from his dad there. That's what I did to Brandon.
You need to sort Jim out. You need to sort Michael out as well. Michael's
what's
just.
that? Oh.
Michael doesn't wear the outfit, and then he's like, "I've seen Steve. I've seen SK."
You have to smack his head in again, aren't
He's not even wearing the shirt with the dick on it, and then I'm getting called the bully.
I? No. You trust me, you won't be the bully. I'm gonna pin him down and make him get a face tattoo, and not a nice one either. Is he around now, or?
I saw him. I don't know. He's just scurries around in the back gardens and that.
He's woke up, done a cook, and gone bed, hasn't he? I will be honest with you, Johnny boy. You know what I told Steve? I said, take a finger. I said, there's 3 parts to a finger. Oh, he's calling me back. He's around. I'll get to that in a sec. I said, there's 3 parts of a finger. Take the first bit, the center, then the base. By the time he gets to the base, he would have hopefully admit. I wake up, he told me to give him a henna.
You need to have a word with Steve.
And
because
I'm the one that has soft spots, apparently.
you know what Steve's doing? He's doing to me what he thinks you did to him. So now he wants me to be the tank. He wants me to get all the shit and him to be the good guy for once. That's what he's doing. So he's going to take it easy on people, then it's going to be left up to me to straighten people out. I had a baton for about 3 days and I smacked everyone. I was leveling people up and down the street. Steve was just fucking staying quiet on the radio. He's trying to be the good guy now.
Can't say he hasn't learned from the best, though, to be fair.
Yeah, but now I've got Jim crying about 20 grand that he's took out someone's van. Well, no, Steve's crying about it, saying Jim's took it. Jim's saying word to mothers he hasn't. Then I find out his man's dead.
Sounds like there's a lot of pressure on you for the job right now, John. You sure you can handle that?
Listen, but when people come crying because I've smashed their head in and I've started taking things out of pockets and started code reading people, I don't want to hear nothing about it.
Listen, I'm long past the days of giving everyone good night stories and tucking them in. If I got to cut a gang member's arm off, I got to cut a gang member's arm off. If we got to cut someone's head off, we got to cut someone's head off. At the end of the day, yeah, everyone's replaceable. Do you know who isn't? People who laid the bricks. Do you know who laid the bricks, John?
Who?
We laid the bricks.
Brick by brick.
That being said, I'm calling Michael.
Have your little talk with him. I'm not gonna lie, I did have a little chat with him. I says, Michael, like, you bring this all on yourself. If you just did what people told you to do, just sort it out. No one would give a I reckon you take him up with Trevor's trailer.
Michael, what rep are you now? With not rep, sorry. What quality have you got with meth?
72.
72?
Yeah.
Blood. How many cooks you done?
I think I'm doing my 10th right now.
What? Were you cooking right now?
Yeah. I've been grafting.
Once you've done that cook, come link me. I'm just on the block.